What is up? It's another episode of Dynasty Pylon. My name is Martin. I'm here with Mark. We are talking
Hello.
Browns today, as we're wearing our favorite team's stuff. Do you happen to have a Washington shirt as well?
I do.
So,
I thought that was funny that you had your Falcon shirt, your Falcons hat on
I
today.
swear this was not planned.
That's so weird.
Earlier
You wear Venom shirt, I wear Wolverine shirt.
was
You
not
wear your
planned.
team,
Not
I wear
planned.
my team. That's
I
hilarious.
had this shirt on. I wasn't wearing a hat all day, and then I didn't feel like redoing my hair because I had some running around to do. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a hat on because I don't feel like doing my hair again. But yeah, here we are wearing our favorite teams. But we're talking about the Broncos. Broncos. What can I say? They haven't had a actual real regular go-to guy at quarterback since Peyton Manning.
Yep.
And I think that was in what 2016.
16? Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
16.
So it's been a while. They've had a plethora of quarterbacks back there. Obviously the most noticeable one that we recently just got traded was Drew Lock, but is no longer there. Why? Because they did the biggest shakeup at the beginning of the season, or the off season, I should say. They brought in Russell Wilson from the Seahawks. What did they do for it? They gave 2 first rounders from 2022 and a 2023 2 first rounders, a 2 second rounders 2022 and 2023, and a 2022 second, 5th round, and Andrew Luck and got sent over there. Noah Fant got sent over there, and also Shelby Harris got sent over there. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of key components got sent over there. I guess I don't know about Drew Lock being a key component, but they believe he is. I don't know what they're thinking. But Russell Wilson and a 4th round pick of the Seattle Seahawks came over now to the Broncos. And arguably, in my opinion, I think this might be the best fit that we've ever seen him be in. What would you or do you think differently?
I wouldn't say necessarily the best fit. I mean, the years in which they had the Legion of Boom, I felt like they were pretty good. But you might be right. This might be the most talent he's had around him on offense, especially on the offensive line. So you could be right.
This guy. All right. Get out of here. Get out of here, Derpy.
I didn't even see that. That's funny.
Whatever. Look, you can leave. If you want to go watch the Derby, go watch the Derby. It's fine. I'm not look, I'm leaving in 2 weeks. I have to put these out because we have an episode tomorrow. Talking about the Browns, maybe. Probably we'll actually might end up talking about the Rams tomorrow, actually. Due to our Browns guest, Sean. But so that might alter, and then Wednesday we'll do our draft. So we'll figure move things around. We have a handful of teams to go over before the season starts, and we might end up having to go talk about these teams while we do preseason, which is okay because then we'll have fresh new information on what they do. But yeah, anyways, that'll be the case. And hello, Mark Stock, always on cue, knows when he goes online, and yeah. So, anyways, so they traded for a quarterback there. They got themselves a guy. I think that this is the best situation he's ever been in because he's been running his entire life
Not
there.
just a guy, the guy.
Well, yeah, the guy, I guess, yeah. So Wilson, now 33, has spent 10 whole seasons in Seattle Seahawks. So he won 2 Super Bowls there. Or did he he went to the Super Bowl, right? Did he win them? He earned himself a Pro Bowl selection and
He
good
went one
handful
and
of years.
one in the Super Bowl
Was it
with
1-1?
Seattle.
Okay. Yeah, I know they went back to back. I can't remember if they won both. I'm pretty sure they won one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, Malcolm
and
Butler intercepted him on the goal line.
yeah, ironically, it was the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos they smashed.
Yes.
That wasn't even close.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a real game. It was like, okay, this one's done. So yeah. So he's in Denver. This raises every pass catcher there. I'm excited to see what Nathaniel Hackett does, who is also was a offensive coordinator from the Buffalo Bills. So now is there. He replaces Vic Fangio. So we'll see what happens there. Do you think he's going to change the dynamic there? Both of them going there. Do you think it's going to change dramatically, or are you just waiting to see what happens?
Well, it should be a
Was he
pretty
in Green Bay?
instantaneous. Yeah, he was in Green Bay. He went from Aaron Rodgers to Russell Wilson. What a rough life this guy lives.
Okay, but wasn't he in Jacksonville too, though? Wasn't he Bills, Jacksonville, and then the Packers, right?
I don't know. I just know he was from Green Bay.
Thank you, Braden, for correcting me.
Well, because he went to the but when he left Green Bay to go to Denver, a lot of people thought Aaron Rodgers was going to go with him.
That's right. And then
that's why all the buzz was of Aaron Rodgers going to Denver.
You're right. I don't know. I remember him being in Jacksonville, and I remember him being in Buffalo. I forgot that he was there. Wow. So my bad on that. But yeah, no, I think it's going to change everything how the Broncos actually run their offense. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm a lot higher on a lot of these pass catchers. It's going to bring this yeah. It's going to bring
all three of their top ones. I think could be wide receiver 3, 2, 1, basically. I think Judy be a low end wide receiver 1. Sutton could be a low end wide receiver 1. I think Patrick slides into wide receiver 3 to wide receiver 2.
Okay. I don't know that. I agree with you. I think that it's going to be, honestly, I think Sutton will probably be the best guy. That's just how I feel about it. He was in Buffalo, then Jacksonville. So I'm asked backwards. All right. So I knew he was there. I just forgot that he was in Green Bay.
You went to the roots where he started.
I did. I did. All right. So let's begin it off as we always do. We talk about the new incoming rookies as we always do. And now let's throw this up there as well. I didn't forget this time.
No.
Where we at? Let's go ahead. Start it off, Mark, with the rookies, and there you go.
So they didn't have a first round pick because that's how they got Russell Wilson. They had round 2, number 64, apparently from the Los Angeles Rams. They got Nick Bonito, linebacker, Oklahoma. Does he start right away? That's a good question. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm dying over here. Does he start right away? I think so. I think so.
So,
I mean, he's probably gonna learn a lot from Bradley Chubb and
Jewel. Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna get mixed in there because Gregory Andrews is considered that outside guy. You can use him as like an edge / linebacker type there. He'll probably start over Griffin.
Gotcha. And then number 80 overall from New Orleans via Houston, they replace Noah Fant with Greg Dolcic, tight end, UCLA.
Yes. He's going to be interesting. I think they're going to use him right away. I mean, I know Albert O.
Number 2.
I know Albert O is going to be the guy, but it would not surprise me if Greg Dolcic gets
come on, you can say his full name. I believe in you.
Albert O?
Yeah.
This is the one guy I actually don't pronounce because we all know him as Albert O. This is the one guy I do not pronounce. So I'm going to leave that as Albert O. I'm going to leave it as Albert O. We all know him as Albert O. We're leaving it at that. Anybody else, I'll probably give him a 10, but this guy, no. Nope. Just move on. All right. 4th pick.
So round 4, 115 overall. They got Demary Mathis, cornerback out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So
all right, you can go ahead and say the next one.
all right, so Aoyama Awazukiri, DN out of Iowa State. I'm just gonna name all these guys because all these guys are just fillers. Honestly, like none of these guys pop out to me. None of these guys are going to be like a bit. It's depth. It really is. None of these guys are going to like fully start. The one I do is Nick Benito. That's probably the only guy. Greg Dolcic is probably in, but Delarian Turner, safety out of Oklahoma, Montrell Washington, wide receiver Sanford, and Luke Wettenberg out of Washington, and then Matt Hanson, defensive tackle out of not from Washington, but from Wisconsin. So these guys again are going to be.
Forgot Fallon Hicks. Where's Fallon Hicks?
Did I not cut that out? Whatever. You got it.
Defensive back, Wisconsin. Another Wisconsin guy. They went all Wisconsin at the end.
Oh yeah, Fallon Hicks. Dude, why do I always do that? I always cut out the last freaking. Isn't that the first time I've done this? It's always when I do it like when I can't find a cool graphic or something to edit it or something. I have to cut it out real quick.
On a very weird note, I could share my screen to show this, but it says round 7, number 234, and then there's no name.
Same.
So I was like,
I thought that was weird too.
Yeah,
were they?
I was like, what is that?
Were they capped for something, or was it a suspension or
maybe
something weird? I don't know. I know teams got revoked on some picks a couple of seasons ago, but I don't know if that one was one of them. Which would be weird if it was, but I don't. I know that they had a suspended pick last year because all 3 of their quarterbacks weren't wearing masks or whatever. They weren't following procedures, and I think they took a draft pick from them, right? Was it last season?
The Patriots have that happen to them a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know. That could have been the pick there. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't think a 7th would have been like true dramatic for them anyway. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that. So, oh geez, here we go. All right, gotta type it in. All right, Okweg Bunam.
Okweg Bunam.
That's Albert O. Okay, I don't care. That's gonna be Alberto. That's gonna stay Alberto. I'm not gonna look like Tank.
Oh, I'm good with Alberto. Don't worry.
All right, and because I know that guy can't even say Mike Gesicki for the life of him.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, and I've noticed like, a lot of people don't know this, but the double L, it makes a yuss sound. I think you do this too. You call it a guillotine league when it's actually supposed to be guillotine. Did you know that?
Guillotine.
Yes, I don't think you knew that because I think earlier today you said guillotine. I'm like, no, that's double L. For any, and I know none of us are probably English majors at all or in here, but I mean, that is
guillotine.
That's usually when you see double L, it's a yuss sound. Food for thought. Moving on. So those are the rookies. Again, I don't see anything special out of this entire draft. I really don't. It's just depth. Honestly, if Dolcic is my most and popped out guy from this list, and Nick Benito, the rest of these guys, oh boy, a lot of fillers, and I'm not. Again, they didn't start drafting until the 2nd round, anyways.
Yep.
So,
again, but I mean, we can all agree that Russell Wilson's better than any 1st round pick in this draft, probably.
Well, yeah, and plus, they traded the entire farm for it, so but it's good for them because now that what's happening now is they're probably in a win now contingent mode, so we will probably see them do some not so as much dramatic things next season. So, all right, so let's talk about their defense real quick. Jermont Jones, Mike Purcell, DJ Jones, Bradley Chubb. So they're running a 3-4. Josie Jewell, Jonas Griffin, Randy Gregory, who they just acquired from Dallas. Patrick Surtain, Kareem Jackson, Justin Simmons, Ronald Darby, and Kwan Williams.
Are Ronald Darby back?
Yeah, apparently. So that means from you guys, right?
Well, but he was from Washington. He's a corner.
Yeah, so it's from Washington. They got him what, 9? He played with you last year?
Kind of.
2 years ago, according to this.
Oh, it was 2 years ago. Yeah. 2 years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it says 2 years ago, so I'm like, okay, all right, well, yeah, Ronald Darby's there. So, again, none of these guys they were just death pieces. I don't know if their draft, like, I feel like their draft could have been a little bit better. I don't like it, to be honest. It's one of my lower grades on one of these drafts. Like, honestly, it wasn't that great, to be honest. Again, I don't know. Like, essentially, I guess their biggest, what they did with their draft, I guess, is probably move for Russell Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Again, IDP wise, are you looking at Patrick Surtain?
Am I? I mean, I think he'll be really good. He showed really good flashes last year, and I think he can build on that.
I'm a little skeptical on him because I know
really
it's one of these guys. One of these guys are going to do horrible. One of these guys are going to do really good. Either they're going to avoid Justin Simmons, like his direction. If they're lined up on the same side of the field, the other guys, Ronald Darby and freaking Kareem Jackson are probably going to be.
Oh, so you're not saying he's not going to be good. You're just saying because they're not going to throw his direction. He's not going to
for IDP wise. I don't think. Yeah,
gotcha.
One of these guys.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
What I'm hoping, if they were smart, they would line these guys opposite sides from each other. They would have, Surtain on one side of the corner section and where the safety would be on the other side. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because usually the free safety lines up behind one of them, 15, 20 yards back, but it's like kind of on the same side of the field. Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so I'm hoping if they were smart, they would probably do some type of diagonal stuff and, kind of throw defenses off. I mean, honestly, I think Simmons is going to have a really good year because Surtain's there. And I'm a strong believer if your corners are good, your safeties are going to be really good. So that's why I like when they get a stellar corner, and I usually try and seek out the safeties and maybe take a shot at them and see how well they do. So yeah, IDP, I might stay away from him. I mean, I'm not saying completely stay away from him. I'm not fading him hard. I'm just saying like he might be someone you want to look at. Probably have one of your DB2s. But Simmons is going to be obviously your DB1 if you're going to do an IDP league for sure. 100% in my opinion. Bradley Chubb, I'm not. I know he's been fading a lot. I'm not too high on him either. Just to injury related. So one guy who
could this be his breakout year? I think this could be his breakout year.
I don't know because
I'm pretty sure we say that every year, but I think this could be the year.
The addition of Nick Bonito is questionable to me. Okay, they drafted Baron Browning, who we like last season. Mm-hmm. Baron Browning's there, who can also break out, and then they got Alex Singleton out of Philadelphia. So this kind of worries me if they're just doing it for depth because they know he's gonna get hurt, or what's their plan there? You know what I mean? Like I feel like linebackers, they're fine. I think they have pretty good LB2s who have potential LB1s points-wise. If that makes sense. Because Baron Browning is still one of those guys. It's like a project.
Randy Gregory. That still cracks me up.
Why?
Well, he agreed in terms on a 5-year deal with Cowboys, and at the last minute was like, peace.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And ended up signing with the Broncos. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like, psych.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I think the Broncos have a stronger chance of getting in, and that's probably what he saw. I can't blame the guy. I cannot blame the guy.
I don't either.
So, anyways, defensively, I think they have pretty good set linebackers against which one are you going to draft. That's going to be the difficult part. I'm hoping to have Baron Browning actually explode this season, but again, it looks to me he's kind of like deep in that depth chart.
Yeah, I got a third string.
Yeah, makes no sense
Malik
to me.
Reed and Randy Gregory.
Because even Alex Singleton is still a good linebacker too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So any one of these guys, it's going to be a toss up, to be honest. So, anyways, enough about IDP. Let's jump over to the offensive side of the ball because I know we're going to discuss that a little bit more. I know a lot of people most fantasy leagues just do offense, so I'm not too familiar with IDP. So, at quarterback, obviously the trade for Russell Wilson, and then the backup is Josh Johnson and Brett Ripien. I can never say that dude's name. I think it's Ripien, but
No, it's
who
Rippin.
cares? It's
Brett
Ripien.
Rippin.
Okay, all right, whatever.
It's the guy who's won the Super Bowl with Washington's nephew.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. Good for him, I
Yeah.
guess. So who's Russell Wilson going to throw to? So Patrick, Judy, and Sutton. Then you got also Hamler in there as well. Obviously, Fant is gone. Albert O is there, and they just drafted Greg Dolcic, so maybe Greg Dolcic might implement himself into there. But here's one guy you can't also is Parham. I know he's kind of like deep there, but I actually liked him as coming in as an unrestricted free agent. Like he was like kind of they just signed him, and I don't even know if he's actually signed there officially, but I kind of saw some film. I just remember I remember looking up for Parham from the Chargers, and then he popped up, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I actually saw some film on him. I'm like, oh, he's not too bad, but again, we're not coaches or anything, but he probably won't sniff the field. But there's always one guy that you kind of look at and you're like, oh, he might be good. But yeah. Anyways, I think it's gonna be Albert O and Greg Dolcic. So these guys are definitely gonna be. They can run a double tight set. I think Dolcic has a chance. He was one of the fastest tight ends coming in from the combine. So very interesting.
Decent size at 6'4", 245.
Uh-huh. So rookie drafts wouldn't be bad to stash him in taxi squad, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you never know if Alberto might get injured and then he's done, and you could always upgrade and take him out of your taxi squad, and you have the main solid tight end for the rest of the season.
Well, plus with his speed, I mean, he could probably torch a linebacker pretty easily.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
So this line: Garrett Bowles, Dalton Reisner, Lloyd Cushenberry, Quinn Miners, who we like. We love that guy, Quinn Miners, and Billy Turner.
Oh yeah, he's the guy from
Quinn Miners. I think he was from Wisconsin? No,
University of Wisconsin Whitewater.
Yeah, okay, I was right. Yeah, okay.
He was the guy who was like picking up logs.
Yeah, working out in the mountains and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
pretty cool guy. Yeah, that was our guy from last.
I know he moved to guard though because he was a center. I thought.
Yeah,
or maybe he was a guard. I can't remember.
Yeah, so third round pick last year, 2021 season. So pretty good. They also had Lloyd Cushenberry that same year. So overall, it's a better line from what Russell's used to. We may or may not see Russell put up the best numbers he's ever had.
Right.
I mean, yeah, the loss of DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, whoa, what just happened? Space bar just jumped to the bottom. It might be a loss, but Sutton and Judy and Patrick are all pretty well. And don't forget about KJ Hamler. Like, these guys can't get it done. They're not entirely like valued as scrubs. I think they're good enough to produce. When you have an elite quarterback, I feel like elite quarterbacks produce wide receiver ones, wide receiver twos. So, do you feel that Russell might have a better season here now with the loss of those other guys, or are you thinking he can do better here?
I think it'd be better at Denver for sure.
Okay.
I think the receivers need to actually play the way that they're supposed to be playing. I mean, if they come in and start dropping balls and stuff,
yeah,
be like, well, can't say it's the quarterback now.
No, this is going to be the best quarterback they've had, like, in their careers. I mean, these obviously these guys didn't they're not old enough that they were there back in the Peyton Manning years.
What is Russell Wilson going to be able to like throw the ball without being all antsy like he's used to be? Like you imagine him just sitting back in the pocket for like 5 seconds, like, oh, this is weird.
I think he'll adjust. I think he'll be like, oh, this is kind of nice. Like it'll give him more time to think. Like he's gonna be dangerous. And without doubt, he could potentially be top 5.
Yeah,
He could be top 10 for sure. Top 5, there's a very good possibility. And I'm not even gonna like question that at all. If someone says, "Do you think Russell can be top?" Yeah, easy. Like he's that good. Like we've seen him do crazy magical things in Seattle, and I can imagine that he'll probably end up bring this to the Broncos Stadium and was it in Powered Field? So I'm hoping that I'm hoping good things. Are you getting any pieces from this offense? Are you kind of like if
I think Russ can be got, especially we're talking redraft, right?
Besides Russ, obviously Russell. I mean, come
on. I wouldn't mind getting Judy. Like I said, I think a steal. Like we just had a mock draft, and my last pick was Tim Patrick. I think that's a steal.
Okay.
Obviously,
I think my biggest gain is I'm trying to get Sutton. If I'm going to go in a draft, I think Sutton's going to be the guy.
Yeah, Sutton, I think is going to be the guy. I have him listed as the number 1 receiver. I think you do too. Yeah, you do.
So, and then I would definitely go after.
Oh, so they got Jerry in the slot. So Sutton and Patrick are on the outside. Judy's in the slot. Okay.
Yeah. So
makes sense
for me.
I think Javonte Williams though.
Okay.
Running back to go after.
Okay. Do you think between Javonte and Melvin Gordon, do you think they're probably going to utilize Javonte more? Or are you still going to split back?
I think they will utilize Javonte more, but I still think it'll be like a 60-40, maybe 65-35 at the most for Javonte.
Okay.
And percentage of carries. Because I think they've are taking the same approach most teams are, where they're like, we got a special guy here, we don't want to kill him, to where he becomes like Christian McCaffrey or these running backs that like break down when they turn 26.
Yeah. No, I think they're going to use Melvin Gordon still, as long as they can. If he's still producing, I know both of them were like basically 50-50. Like his numbers were almost identical to what Javonte's was. So, there might be a slight change where it goes 55-45. Not by much, but I think that might be I think that Williams might be between the pylons, and then Melvin Gordon will be snagging all the touchdowns at the end. And that's a very good possibility. And I think that might be the case.
I agree.
So time will tell. And preseason starts in about.
Well, I mean, obviously injuries too could play a huge role. So
yeah. Preseason starts in about 2 weeks. I'm excited. Also bummed because I'll miss pretty much the entire first week. Again, we have a couple more days before I'm out, and then I think I leave Friday. So it kind of sucks because I wanted to get a few more episodes in.
So you're leaving this Friday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I totally changed everything. I thought I was going to leave Monday, so I was going to we'll crank an episode on Friday. We'll think about doing it on Saturday. Obviously, with coming on Sunday mornings, we were going to do that too. But which means you're going to have to do Sunday morning, man.
That's fine.
So yeah, it kind of sucks. I'm a little upset about that because from what I was told, it was the 25th, but it changed to the 22nd. So it is what it is. Whatever. That's my duty calls. So, but overall, this team can potentially take over the throne. I don't. They have a chance. I don't see them like easily doing it. I still view them as the number 3 team here in this division.
At least they were throwing lobs for their first couple games.
What do you mean?
Well, they start with the Seahawks and the Texans.
Oh, well, yeah, for sure. But overall, well, for the division, I think these guys can actually maybe overthrow the Chargers, maybe at the number 2 spot. Who knows? Maybe they'll be able to beat KC. It's going to be a really tough division, but I still kind of rank them as a third team here. But there's a good chance that they could probably be the 1 with everything moved. So again, I don't know how people view it as, but that's just how I feel about it. I don't know what your perspective on that division is.
Yeah, I think. Well, I realize this that don't they have 3 wild cards now?
Yeah.
Because isn't it the only one team has a bye, and then the division leaders each play a wild card team in the wild card round now, right? So there's 6 wild card teams.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we could see for the first time in NFL history, every team in a division make the playoffs.
And you're saying is this division?
Yeah, the Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, and Chargers. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's a bold take.
I
don't know about the Raiders, but that's a possibility. I know.
I mean, we haven't done them. Well, we have to say we haven't done them yet. So
yeah, no, and that's a valuable point. We haven't done it, so we haven't really broke it down yet.
But I feel like they can all finish above 500, and if they all finish above 500, they're all probably making the playoffs.
Yeah, depending on how the rest of the AFC does, though, too.
Because I mean, if they split, like if each team goes 3-3 in their division,
okay.
I mean, I can see each team after that winning at least 6 to 7 games against non-division rivals. So that puts them all at like at least 10-7.
True. Okay, not bad. I agree with you there.
Just a crazy good. Like it seemed like all the big moves, all the big acquisitions, all came to one of those teams in that division. I was like, I can't remember the last time there was an offseason that like seemed like that.
Right. No, that's true.
Hey, look,
I mean, they started off with
it's 5:20, and the first batter just got up to do his home runs.
No, well,
see, told you.
He's probably already gone. I don't know.
No, I'm here.
Unless he's there,
Yeah.
but
2 home runs. Okay, I'll stop.
But I mean, no, you're good.
Let's go over the schedule.
Yeah, let's do that. So let me take this down. Let me pop it up.
That's why I said they were throwing some nice lobs with their first 2 games being against the Seahawks and the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Lord.
Yeah, so I just said Seahawks, Texans open it up. San Francisco, I think they could probably overthrow them too, like just beat them right away. They could start the season potentially at 4-0.
Right? Oh, they could. I mean, I have them losing to the Raiders just because it's in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they could.
We can give them 3-1 and then travel to or host the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think they win that one. I think the Colts.
I said they did.
You think they beat the Colts?
Yeah.
All right, I disagree with you there. I think they lose to the Colts.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So I also think that when they go to LA, I think they lose there. So they could go 2-0 and then go to New York at 2-3, win New York, win Jacksonville, and maybe win Tennessee.
Yeah, I think they can beat the Titans.
Say what?
I agree. I think they can beat the Titans too. And then this is where I have them beating the Raiders.
Okay. So here we go. We have I have about 5. Or no, not my bad. 4-3, or 4-4. Sorry. Before the bye week. All right, hold on. Houston, San Francisco, win, win, and win. Yeah, 4-4, and then beat Tennessee Titans, beat the Raiders. So that's 6-4 for me. Beat Carolina 7-4. Do they lose to Baltimore?
You have them losing to the 49ers?
No, I have them winning against 49ers.
Oh, you have them losing to the. Well, you said they were 4-0, and then they lose 4 in a row. I'm confused.
No, I said 4-4. 4-4
I
before
know,
the bye week.
but I thought you said they start 4-0.
Oh, I'm sorry. I my bad. I didn't look at Seattle. No. So 1, 2, 3. My bad. So I have them at 4-3 actually, or 5-3.
Oh, okay, that's a little better. I was like,
No. I wasn't looking at Seattle.
I was like, how do you have them losing that many?
Yeah, 5-3 before the bye week, and then
so I'm 6-2. I'm at 6-2. You're at 5-3 because we disagree on the Colts. Although it is a short week, so I guess there is that.
I mean, it's in it. I guess it depends on. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think they lose there, but again, we'll see how they do. So they have the bye week, so you're at 6-2. I'm at 5-3. Then we go to Tennessee. Are they both winning? Are we both winning on Tennessee here?
Yes. So
All right,
I have
so
7-2.
6-3. Then
I have them at 8-2 because I have them beating the Raiders.
yes. So 7-3 for me.
And then I'm at
Carolina,
9-2, and you're at 8-3.
8-3. I think
This
they
is
lose
where
here.
I have them losing to the Ravens.
Same. I think they lose here. So I'm at 7-4. Then they lose. Oh, I don't know if they beat them or lose here. I think they might win this one.
I think they beat the Chiefs on this one, but lose to them at the one on week 7.
And the January one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna agree with you there.
Yep. And then I have them losing to the Cardinals.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Well, I picked them Cardinals to beat them the last show we did, so I'm trying to be consistent now.
Yeah, I guess.
I was telling Braden after we got off, I was like, I want to watch one of our older shows where we were like going over a team to see if like what we picked lines up when we like chose the team, like we chose them to beat, but then we like do the team and we're like, no, they're gonna beat that team, and be like, man, we really have no consistency here.
No, and you're right, but it changes because obviously players move.
You do the overview, and then you do the overview, and you feel like
because of the schedule, the way it is. I'm like, okay, well now I feel differently about it. So I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it kind of changes the perspective of like that's how close these games might be.
Yeah.
They might lose, they might win. Like you say they're gonna lose to Arizona. I am on the fence about it, but I think they sneak a win here. Because the back end of the season, Arizona just can never really like stay strong. And I feel like at that point, this is when they just go on their like losing streak. And I don't know why Arizona does this, but they just do this.
Yeah, they do, but maybe they'll overcome it someday.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope so.
I have 11 wins for the Broncos.
And then they lose 10, and then to split.
Or 10. Actually, no, we'll go 10 because I think they get swept by the Chargers. I think the Chargers win the division.
Okay.
So 10 wins for the Broncos.
So we're about the same. I think they split with them. So okay, that's not bad. So 10 wins. Obviously, we kind of agreed that all the teams are going to freaking make it. There's a potential that they're all going to make it, and then I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be one of the craziest divisions to see. It's one of the craziest divisions to watch. Kansas City has a tough division now, and we haven't seen that for a good handful of years. They've just they've been dominant ones there. Obviously, LA has been kind of rising. And I think this might be the year where they actually definitely kick them in the teeth. They're like, hey, dude, you're not alone in this division kind of thing.
Dang, we got it like right in the middle again. or we got like the average again. If I'm 11 and you're 10.
Oh, did he put him up already?
Yeah,
Sorry.
10, 10.5, and 10.5.
There it is.
Damn, we're so good at this.
Jesus.
We do this without even looking, too.
I don't. I really don't. I expect Braden to be here. I mean, I know if he's not, then I'll probably research it then. Wouldn't even know where to go. I mean, I would imagine some type of gambling site and then just kind of see what they do.
Right.
But Braden's here every single time, so he's our guy in the chair. He's actually here for our Arizona episode. So if you need a face to the name, go check that out. He was there. We were doing the Arizona episode, the overview. So on this one, it is kind of crazy because you were at 11 and then you went to 10. Either way, you're still kind of like agreeing with what they said.
Well, then I went back to 11 because I did say that I originally said I think all these teams will split with each other.
Yeah.
3-3. So then I was like, I will split with the Chargers. So then I was like, that's 11.
Yeah. I think they'll split. I think they like exactly what you said. And then
Tank over here.
I learned not to spoil yeah. That's Braden comes in clutch on our overview videos. He's been doing that pretty much every single team. So God, man, this week is a bummer. I got the email last night about when it's gonna happen, and I was like, well, that really sucks because I was hoping to do one last episode with the Nerd Huddle on Sunday because we might be doing a mock draft that day. So enjoy your mock draft. I will not be there. Tank, now that you're listening in, I will not be there. I guess I'm leaving Friday or Saturday. The schedule's weird. I'm not exactly sure. So we'll see what happens. I think I might have some time late night. But it's going to be super late at night. We're talking like Get Right Fantasy Network hours, like 8 p.m. If I do decide to do an episode, Mark, I don't know if you're going to be able to do anything that late, 8 p.m. during the week or not.
At 8 p.m.
Say what?
I could do something at 8 p.m.
I mean, we could try. Because then we could probably sneak in that Browns episode too with our special guest, our fan guy, Sean.
It's not looking good for
big time homer. So but yeah, no, I it's not. What do you? Are you looking at watching the game or the Derby?
Yeah. Rodriguez hit 32, and Seager's at 10.
Okay.
It's Julio Rodriguez, by the way, not Alex Rodriguez.
I know
while
that.
since you watch baseball.
No, I know. No, it's been a while. I don't care. It's fine. It's it's cool. I know a lot of you. Watch
the biggest matchup of the first round's coming up, though.
So, sorry, not sorry.
I know it's okay.
I'm not.
You're a single sport guy. I'm a multiple sport guy. It's all right.
It's fine. It's fine. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't know if this wasn't my niche, then I probably wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're going 10 games. Preseason. Look at this. They got Dallas, Buffalo, Minnesota. Should give them enough go to get some good work in before that.
Wait,
but
I guess second game is Buffalo. Oh, I might watch that one.
Yeah, but I guess
if starters are going to be in later.
Yeah, that's true. Not necessarily breaking news, but I guess for fantasy purposes, I guess this could be breaking news. We just got today that J.K. Dobbins will not be ready for week 1.
Yeah, but he came out and said it's a lie and that he will be ready week 1. So
yeah, but again, I mean, it still kind of makes you think about what's like I said, it's not. I don't know if it's really breaking news or not, because if it's he says not, but then like was there like a doctor or something that said something? Maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think he's going to do preseason. That's for sure.
No, the real breaking news is Bobby Brown III being suspended for 6 games.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna hurt them a little bit on the line there. So I don't think it'll be
He
a
is the
big.
backup defensive tackle, so.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt them dramatically, but
Oh, damn.
he'll come back. He'll be fine.
Dude hit 10 more home runs.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. Broncos. They're getting into the playoffs, being either number 3 or number 2 team. I think with 10 wins, kind of seemingly gets yourself in there, right?
Yeah.
Definitely with 11 or 12 wins. But yeah, no, I think 10 is going to be that borderline now. I think 10 is going to be that new record where you have to have 10 or more in order to get into the playoffs. I don't think that it's going to be anything crazy. And this is Rodney Hudson is going to be playing for the Cardinals. What?
Oh, the center. He is playing for the Cardinals, so he
just
confirmed he will
re-signed
be.
it.
Well, no, he was contemplating retirement, so he confirmed that he will be back.
He's going to sign his contract. How much did he like?
Well, he's already under contract. He's already.
I thought he was done. Oh, I'm thinking next year. Next year he's done.
Yeah. Well, next year I think his contract is up, but he actually had 2 years, so last year and this year, and he was contemplating retirement, but he's saying he's coming back, so that is good news for the Cardinals.
Yeah, and oh gosh, I guess real breaking news: Fournette is a big boy at 260 pounds.
Oh yeah, that did come in today.
That did come in today.
But he came out and said it was actually 245, which I still don't think is great a weight for a running back.
No. I look, Tampa Bay's running backs, I stay away from. They're almost as bad as New England's and almost as bad as 49ers. Like Fournette's the guy, obviously, but after behind him, it's like I don't know what to pick. White might actually end up taking over. So
I know, and Braden has White. He's very excited.
Oh, well, he was big on White, so good for him. His first rounder didn't do good. He got Christian Watson and White, so kind of excited for what he does. I think Christian Watson's going to be really good. I think so.
He's got the killer W's.
Say what?
I said he's got the killer W's.
Wow.
Watson and White.
Wow. Just wow. That was bad. That was a horrible joke. He went back to back with Watson, and then his second pick he went with White. So don't ask. I always get them confused. Rashad or Zamir. Pretty sure Zamir went to Tampa Bay, right? I can never remember. Which one was it? Zamir went to Tampa Bay. Rashad went to freak did he go? Braden, you know this already. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, he does.
Rashad White went to Tampa Bay. My bad. Zamir went to Las Vegas. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Braden.
Vegas.
Yeah, and that was also bad. But he liked it. I should make my team name. Don't really. You're gonna name your team name over your back-to-back picks because they were W's. You're gonna play. Oh my gosh! How many W? Okay, that's only fair if your team is full of W's. I'm going to your team right now. Stupidest name. Stupidest name. You guys are lame as hell.
Well, his last name also starts with a W too, so the Killer Dubs.
That doesn't make sense. You have only 2 Whites on your team, or 2 W's on your team. Stupid. I don't like it. Rashad White, yeah, and then.
See, he even said it. My last name is Watson.
Yeah, but dude, does the league know that though? You're over here running around with McCringleberry's thrust hashtag or at fast time. Not everybody knows who Braden is. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Look, Broncos are making the playoffs. We're here at 10. Tell us what you think. If you're watching this at a later time, give us your prediction. See what you guys think. And again, tell your friends if they want to get into a guillotine league. It's not guillotine, okay? Stop. It's not. It's double L. It's a yuh sound, okay? It's a guillotine league. You even know what a guillotine is, Mark?
Is that the thing they chop people's head off?
Yes. That's a guillotine. So the last member of them with the smallest amount of points, done. Get out of here. Yes. Thank you. As it clearly says there. But thank you, Captain Obvious.
All right, that's the show. How many times are we gonna say that before we actually end it?
Well, he said my last name is why. I'm like, well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of there, right? Like this video and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Do all of that stuff. Do all the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
beat the algorithm.
Get yourself in that league because we did have an extra spot in there filled this morning, and then it got canceled. One of the Get Right guys. Which, I'll talk to Anthony about that, but it's all good. Anyways, it'll be fun. It's an IDP league. If you're not familiar with IDP, it's individual defensive players. Your sacks, tackles, and interceptions, all that good stuff count for points on top of what your offense does. So it's a fun way of looking at both sides of the ball. So, and it's free, and you get your jersey at the end of the year. What more do you want? And if you suck, it's fine. At least you had your experience and you had fun. Anyways, that's our show.
It doesn't have to be that team.
No, it won't be that team. It'll be your team of choice. So, wherever you're at. So, speaking of where we're at, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. This is the Dynasty Pylon Show. My name is Martin. That's Mark. We will be here tomorrow as we break down our opinions of a NFL draft, which we just left that format of our touchdown league. Thank God, because I absolutely hate it from last season. See if maybe they update it. Maybe it's a little bit better, but tomorrow we're going to find that out together. I haven't looked at it yet. I have not looked at it yet, and we'll see what my final overview of it. We do it once a year. Check out other formats, see if we like it. As of now, we're still king on sleepers. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.